Hello, we're back to work on the 1995 F-150 two-wheel drive automatic. Today we are putting the interior back together so we can get this beast ready to sell. As you see, we have interior parts to put back together, the dash, the door, then if we walk up here, the hood. I have a battery sitting in my other truck for it, but how it's going, this guy may just pick this truck up for a parts truck, so I will show you how to do this. First off, we need to get the door panel set up there, and I do not have any door handles for it. Ford is very notorious for them breaking down in here, right down in here, right where they bolt in there, sorry for the light, and right back in here. So I'm going to start on that. I am using my tool bag, my Carlisle tool bag from Napa Auto Parts, and my Evercraft master set of 3/8 inch metric and standard ratchets. My stubby is in the other truck, but I won't hopefully be needing any of these. I'll show you the finished product. Actually, no. I will show you. I'll set you up where you can see. So, when you come in here, you have to take your switches and fish them up through the door, like so, and then get your door panel to the place you want it, and make sure your door's unlocked. Get this set in. Get your lock knob set in there, like that. Get it all set in there. You will need a Phillips head screwdriver, like so, and grab your screws. Make sure you have the light installed in the back of the door panel. Like so. It's a little bit tricky, but there is 4 or 5 screws on the bottom of the door panel. Just screw them in like so. Not too tight so you don't break the door panel, but tight enough where it doesn't jiggle. And since I bought this truck and it was missing quite a few of these, so there's select spots I have to put them. One on bottom corner, one on the wiggle test. Tighten it up if you need to. Do the wiggle test. If it doesn't wiggle, you're good. There's the bottom ones. And then we'll have this one. That is this screw right here. That goes right up in here. And it should be firm. And that is majority of what you need to do to install a door panel on a 1995 F-150. So I'll go grab the trim piece, drop the little bezel actually for right here, and we should be moving on to the driver's side to get the instrument cluster bezel put back in and taking off everything. But yeah, that's that. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back now, and here's the bezel just rested in place. You can wiggle it. So there's a screw here and one on the other side under these trim pieces. Be very careful with these trim pieces that you don't break them by ripping them off. Use a flat blade screwdriver very, very gently to work them up. And once you get that done, they should pop right out and be a simple, easy uninstall. But to pull them out, you pull here and one over here. And there is no screws up in here. Just those screws hold it on, plus a couple clips. You just heard me pop one in. There's another one. And that is one way you put in a bezel. You have to pull this off when you pull this out, as well as your fuel switch. But other than that, you're good to go. Here's the two trim pieces you'll need. A short and a long. And maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Nope. Yep. So all you do is take your trim like so. Here. Line it up. And push it in. And it should pop in. That one's just a little wonky. And here will be the same thing. Don't be rough with them. Just be gentle. And that's how they go in. That simple, that easy, and that's how you put your dash in. So I have one more piece to button up right down here on the bottom of the column. And we should be good to go. With this bottom piece, it will just go up in here, like so. And you will have a couple guide pins to help you. Make sure your column's tilted forward when you pull it off. And it should just pop in ever so easily. Sometimes they fight you. That was the only reason it's off is because I had to replace the key. Because the previous key I had broke in half. I'll be with you after I get this back in. So that's all back together and ready to go. So now I get to come over here and look and see if this is even worth putting back on. If not, I'll just put the hood back on. Either way, I didn't spend that much money on this because I bought a set of tires for this truck when I first got it, and the person who had it prior set those that air filter in there, so I got a set of tires that were the wrong size, and that's that. So I sold them and got a free air filter out of it, plus a couple $100. Always a nice thing. Thank you for watching the video. I am very deeply disappointed I have to sell this truck. This truck was one of my first trucks, and it hurts to get rid of it, but I need the money for my family, and I don't really need 2 4-wheel drives. If I did, I would build this one to be 4 inches taller on a suspension lift with 35s, and most likely put a 4-link system in the rear or a shackle extension. But that'll come in time when I have the money. But for now, I have 2 people coming to look at it, a good friend and an old drinking buddy. Hopefully I get my money for it, but if I don't, I will think about building it into a mud truck, hunting truck, or just a mountain beat-around truck. But thank you for watching. Have a great